amber, and semi-precious stones. Some showed the goddess giving her gifts to men: fire, the plough, the olive, ships, the art of writing. Others were scenes from the 5-year festival, the city's knights on their velipads, the year maidens bringing the great embroidered shawl, the athletes naked in their iron pride. "Follow, then," the priest said. Hot charcoal fires burned in a pair of tall tripods of fretted bronze. Gravely, Esmond and Adrian strode up the steps. Each took a silver bowl from the acolytes, pouring a stream of translucent grains into the white glowing bed. Fragrant smoke rose, bitter and spicy. The others drew up a fold of their mantles to cover their heads as the priest raised his hands. The goddess's moon was visible over the horns of the roof, the other 2 moons being below the horizon at this hour. Adrian's uncle led the sacrifice forward, a white-feathered great beast with 4 gilded horns and a myrtle wreath around each. It came to the altar willingly enough, drugged, he thought, no sense in courting a bad omen, and collapsed almost soundlessly as the broadaxe flashed home with a wet, heavy thud on its neck. Slowly, the tall ebony and silver doors of the temple slid open, rolling soundlessly on bronze bearings. Adrian's mind reflexively murmured 3 citations and an epic poem on the building of the Maiden's Temple. All of them described the effect, and all of them inaccurately, as far as he knew. The cult image came forth on brass rails set into the marble of the pronax floor, gliding with oil bath smoothness. It was hidden in a tall cedarwood and silver shrine, emblazoned with the full moon on all sides. At a touch, the sides sank down to reveal a rock, black, slagged, and metallic-looking in spots with a trace of rust, a meteorite, and very ancient. Adrian Gellert had long since been trained in the precepts of the Grove, that God was number and form, and all the lesser images merely avatars or imaginings of men unable to conceive of the One. God did not need to do, only to be. But he still felt a trace of numinous awe as he extended his hand, and of course a gentleman showed respect for the ancient cults. "Scholar of the Grove," Adrian held up the scroll in his left hand. "Scholar of the Blade." His brother Esmond raised his sheathed sword. "Receive the blessing of the goddess, your patron." Adrian closed his eyes and let the hand rest on the sacred rock. It was cool, cooler than it should have been, and... "Where am I? Where am I?" He thought he screamed the words, but he had no lungs, no eyes, for surely even the darkest night at the bottom of the silver mines of Flower Hill was brighter than this. He was nothing but fear, adrift in a world of midnight. Stroke, heart attack. "Compose yourself," he thought sharply. "Remember that anything can happen to you. All men are initiates of the mysteries of death." That was the comfort of philosophy, but a little hard to remember when one was only 21. Light. He blinked and saw a room around him, furnished in an alien style, strange padded furniture, a fire burning in an enclosed brick space in one wall, tables and chairs of subtly foreign make, and a man standing there, a dark man with bowl-cut black hair, odd clothes, something like those worn in the Western Isles, or even among the Southron barbarians. Trousers, those marks of the savage, a curious tailored coat of blue, with tails dangling behind, a curved sword and a holster with something rather like a carpenter's tool were lying on one table. Either I have gone mad, or something very strange has happened, Adrian thought. He was conscious of his own terror, but it was distant, muted. He looked down at himself, and he was there again, not in the snowy draped robe of ceremony, but in an everyday tunic.